Hi everyone, my name is John Finch. I am the Chief Operating Officer at Ulster Savings Bank and also a Chamber Board member. I wanted to echo the comments earlier that these are 8 of the most deserving people and businesses that I've seen at this event in many years. So I'm here to present the 2025 Business of the Year, and it's kind of ironic that this is the business that gets me in the most trouble. I will say I live in Port Ewan, and often we'll have dinner, and I will say to my wife, I'm going to run up and get some gas up the street, and she'll be like, why don't you do that on the way to work? And then she looked and said, you're going to get a milkshake, right? And I said, maybe. So it's a pretty good bet that everyone in the room has bought the products from our next honoree because their stuff is that good. Who around us hasn't stopped in for their dairy items? They've earned the title of Best Milk in the state for the 4th year in a row. And I will say that that's what goes in my coffee every morning too. Our honoree is known for much more than extraordinary milk, eggs, ice cream, and convenience. They're deeply rooted in the communities in which they serve, and they give back generously to local not-for-profits throughout the New York, New England, where their shops are located. Their employees are also local. They're friendly, helpful, resourceful, professional, and they take pride in their work. And that's due to the fact that the business is an employee-owned company through an employee stock ownership plan, or ESOP. Its employees, they call their employees partners. Now they own more than 40% of the business, with plans for the founders to eventually turn over 100% of the business of the company to the employees. And that's truly unprecedented. Let's learn more about the business.
We're very proud of what Stewart's is and what Stewart's means. A lot of people come to the area and they're a little perplexed by Stewart's because we aren't just the corner C-store. We really pride ourselves on, we are the diner, we are the gas station, we are the ice cream shop, we are the place to go. Just grab a snack, catch up with the community, and sit in a booth and connect with your neighbors. So we're very proud of that. I think that's why we're very successful in some of the communities that we're in. We're in some very small communities, and we're very integral to what's going on in those towns. There's always a little lore around Stewart's and where the name comes from, and it really has nothing to do with the current family and ownership. The Dake brothers bought a Stewart's ice cream shop in 1945 in Ballston Spa, New York, and that really became the first Stewart's. Just kept the name because it had recognition. Certainly a lot happened from 1945 forward. We had a war in there. We had all kinds of economic changes. Saratoga Dairy was the backbone of the Dake brothers at the time, and it really grew with that first store and then acquiring others. Certainly through the war and rationing, there was a lack of sugar and sweets out in the industry, and by the time the war ended, there was a real demand for sweets, and that's really what catapulted a lot of the ice cream side of the business into popularity. So really through a lot of economic and social events, really Stewart's was there for the communities and grew through that. Yeah, we currently have 402 stores, 5,500 employees. Roughly 4,700 of those are facing forward to the customer, shop operations and support of it, and the rest is manufacturing and corporate support. Yeah, very, very proud of our community supports and our giving nature. Stewart's prides itself on being a sharing company. Our gifting budget every year is $12 million. Those funds come from both Stewart's Corporation and the Dake family.
Back in 2019, right before the pandemic, we were working on building our Cornell Creative Arts Center. And so we were fundraising for that, and Stewart's stepped up and they donated $100,000 for our ceramic studio. And most recently, they've donated $10,000 towards the new adaptive playground at the Brookside Preschool in Cottikill. And again, Stewart's has demonstrated their willingness to step up and help the community. In this case, helping kids with disabilities enjoy an accessible playground.
We are very thankful for their support because they have been a platinum sponsor for us for 16 years for the Bike for Cancer event. Everything that we make for the annual Bike for Cancer Care event, we put back into the community through gas and food cards. Gas for Stewart's gas stations and Hannaford for food. So by them giving us the support as a sponsor, we can give back to our community of folks that need to get to and from treatment.
Stewart's has been a great partner. We do a lot of festivals in the city of Kingston, and a lot of them are in hot weather. So the fact that Stewart's has come in to provide the best ice cream around for these children and their families is an amazing thing. They purchased a computer for us. We do a virtual reality program, so it was an amazing lift for us as a nonprofit that we don't really get the funds like that. So for them to come in and to be able to help us on the back end was amazing.
We love to give back to the communities that support us. Most of those funds are drifted towards children's charities, and then there's a heavy emphasis on healthcare and also the arts.
They very quietly give back to the community. They're there to support us. They believe in community.
Stewart's it's a staple in the community, so they absolutely deserve this award.
I just want to say congratulations to Stewart's and thank you for being a great community partner with the ARC Mid-Hudson.
Whether it's sharing with our own employees through being an ESOP or sharing back with our communities who have supported us, that is a big part of who we are. Very much believe that strong communities builds, strong companies.
Hello everyone, I just wanted to, on behalf of all of the Dake family, the partners that work at Stewart's, thank you all for being our loyal customers and our biggest supporters. It is our pleasure to support the community, and we really do appreciate the Ulster County Chamber of Commerce for your support and this honor. It really is a privilege to be here with all of you tonight. Thank you.